Hey, welcome to the episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing another beer that I got in my last Tavor crate. This is from one of the big deal hip breweries out of New York, from Grimm. 10-cent pistol, smoked Helles style pale lager. Not much to the can there. It looks like a punk rock album cover or something. All I know is it's 5% ABV, and this was canned February 12th, which would make it just under 3 months old when I'm shooting this. So anyway, pour it into that hourglass shaped glass, and yeah, it looks like a Helles lager. It's got that nice white gold color, slightly hazy. Got about 2-3 fingers of foam. Has mostly dissipated. It's kind of like soap suds. Looks like a Helles. Smells like a Helles, I will say. Just nice kind of clean kind of Pilsner malt, Munich malt. The smoke is there. It's kind of subtle. It has oddly enough, has almost like a slight kind of lemony scent to it. By the way, I checked the brewer's website and there was no information on there that wasn't already on here. They did call it a rauchbier, which is technically incorrect. Only a smoked Marzen can be a rauchbier. But anyway, not here to get nitpicky. So let's try this one. Cheers. Okay, that's much more smoky on the flavor than it is on the nose. It going off the nose, it's I don't know, 90% just standard Helles lager. I would say it's almost 50-50 in the taste. I mean, lovely, kind of Pilsner malt, grainy, clean grainy malt base, just lovely lager kind of flavor to it. The smoke comes in, kind of the second half and kind of lingers in the aftertaste. A nice kind of, I'd probably call it not so much of a bacony smoke, but more of a ham smoke, like a Canadian bacon, I guess you could call it. Yeah, the smoke kind of enhances the bitterness. It's not a super bitter beer. It's almost, I guess you could kind of call this it's almost like an alternative to a German Pilsner. So instead of using a lot of hops, they're just using smoked malt to, kind of add a contrast to it. Not that it's essentially it's super sweet or anything. Helles lager is, that in German Pilsner are very, very similar. Basically the difference between the Pilsner and the Helles is the Pilsner has way, way, way more hops. So this one's, subtle as far as the hops go. I'm not getting, I probably call it a slight kind of spicy hop sensation on here, but not especially bitter. Like I said, the smoke is providing the contrast or balance or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty crisp. It's only 5% ABV, same as Budweiser. It has kind of the same mouthfeel. Well, yeah, I'd probably put it a medium, maybe medium light body, carbonation, moderate, maybe moderately high. It's not quite champagne effervescence. It's not super, super spastic. The smokiness does linger. It's not astringent or rubbery or anything like that. So, if I was judging this to spec, this would score pretty high because it's checking all the boxes on what a smoked beer should and should not be. What it should do and what it shouldn't do. That being said, it's not a mind blower. I don't think I've ever had an American smoked beer that's nearly as good as any of the German ones, especially 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓲𝓷 or whatever. But before we get to the score, gotta plug Tavor. This was $6.99 on there. We can actually get some Grimm beers around here, but I've never seen this one, so picked it up. So if you want to sign up with Tavor, scan that QR code or go into the description or the pinned comment, click or tap that, use my code, and that'll get you $10 off your first purchase. So my score for the Grimm 10-cent pistol. By the way, cool label. Like I said, kind of looks like a punk rock or alternative, 90s alternative album cover, like Sonic Youth or something. I don't know. The beer itself is good. It's not a mind blower. I can't really find anything wrong with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I think it's like 7.5, maybe 8 if I'm being really generous. I think it's closer to like a 7.5. Nice smokiness. 2 spec, but just not a mind blower. So it's kind of like if I was judging the spec, this might be like I think like 43 to 46 or something, which is really really good. But my own personal preference, it's a nice, slightly smoked lager. Not a lot of frills here. All right, so I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Gonna get back to watching the Orlando City game, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.